Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Allie. We are about to go through a short yoga flow, just a gentle sequence that's going to help us relax, decrease tension, decrease stress. Go ahead and grab your mat and here we go. Let's do it. All right, here we go. We're all on our mats. I hope you all remember to wear your comfy pants because that's going to enhance the experience. Let's all begin by just sitting, finding whatever comfortable seat feels good in your body right now. Your choice, you can bring palms face down on your knees or bring the backs of your hands to your knees. Palms down, symbolic of grounding. Palms up symbolizes receptivity and openness. So find whatever's speaking to you, dropping into that space, and then close your eyes. Taking our first few moments here to check in with the breath. Maybe taking it right into your deep rhythm of breath. As always, we begin to notice the quality of our breath, the connection with our breath. As we tune in to the subtleties of our breath, notice the mind. Start to become aware of thoughts that might be moving through your mind as we settle in. Watching your thoughts as they pass, one by one, without giving too much weight to any of them, just observing. One by one, watch as your thoughts drift away, disappearing, leaving you in a space that is open, receptive, and willing. Let's all sit up a little bit taller, lifting up and out of the lower back as we extend through the tops of our heads. As we find our quiet minds, we remember that the point of this practice is not to become completely thoughtless. The purpose of this practice is to realize the lack of substance in a lot of thoughts that we give weight to. In this time, a lot of us are feeling heavy, feeling bogged down by the state of the world. I think it's really important to take a few moments to find peace within ourselves, letting go of fear and doubt and worry, reassuring ourselves, finding center, and remembering that life always works out. One of my favorite quotes is by Martin Luther King Jr. He says, "Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase." Take a moment and think about what that means to you. How can you apply that philosophy to your present moment in your life? maintaining your sense of belief and your sense of faith as we move through our practice. Let's all bring together the hands right in front of the heart. Sitting up a little bit taller, allow your shoulder blades to move down your back, finding some length through your neck. Lifting up tall. Finding balance through your breath. With your next exhalation, allow your eyes to open, but keep your gaze soft. With an inhalation, let's take our arms up overhead, moving slowly. Maybe the eyes follow the thumbs, lifting up. Exhale, hands move down through center line. Again, like that, maybe a little bit deeper breath, a little bit more length through fingertips. Open up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhaling again, we lift up, following the rhythm of the breath. This time, left palm to the mat, right reaches beyond the ear, soften elbows, soften shoulders, breathing in, side body space. Using the strength in your core, we'll inhale back to center, softening through the shoulders, extending up through the crown of the head. Exhalation brings right palm to the mat, left reaches. Soft elbows, soft shoulders, long necks, even breath. Your inhalation and your strong core bring you back to center, lifting up. Let's interlace fingers above our heads, pressing palms up and away to find space. Exhaling, arms parallel to the earth. Draw your belly in, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, releasing the arms, floating them down. Let's take a couple of shoulder loops backwards. Let's take our right hand to the front, left hand to the back. Sit up tall. Gently guide your spine into a twist, looking over your left shoulder. Use your breath as a guide here. If you find that your breath is at all restricted, gently back out of the pose. Warming up the spine, warming up the breath. Begin to connect with the space where your breath is moving your body. Exhalation brings you back to center, and we switch sides. Left palm to the front, right to the back. Sit up really tall. Exhale in. Gentle spinal twist, looking over the right shoulder. Again, with an exhalation, we return to center. Let's bring palms face down on our knees. Following the breath, we'll inhale, circling the heart forward. Exhaling, draw the belly button in, rounding back. Starting as small or as large as you'd like here. Let's switch directions. Allowing your breath to move your body, linking this rhythm, finding your most authentic space, back to neutral spine. As you feel ready, find your way into child's pose. Today, let's take a child's pose with our knees out wide, big toes together behind us, emphasizing hips moving back towards heels. Then we allow our upper bodies, our hearts, our foreheads to melt into the mat. How deep can you get your rhythm of breath here? How complete can you get your exhalations? Finding your way around all of the intricacies of your own rhythm of breath. Allow your exhalation to bring hands and head to the right side of your mat. Reaching through your left pinky finger and drawing back through the left hip. Breathing in, opening up through the side body. Exhalations create softness, create length. Final inhalation here. Your next exhalation brings hands and head all the way over left side of your mat. Finding all of that length through the right side of your body. We have the opportunity to check in here, noticing subtle differences between the two sides of our bodies. Taking a step back, observing without judgment what's going on inside your physical body. Your next exhalation brings you back to center. Full cycle of breath here, emphasizing length through your spine. With an exhalation, pressing to hands and knees, table pose. Let's gently rock our hips side to side. As always, respecting your own sensations, moving within your comfortable range of motion. Find your way back to center. Spread your fingers wide, pressing in through thumbs and index fingers. Every single knuckle touches your mat. Tuck your toes and pike the hips, working into our first downward facing dog. Fingers spread wide, hands about shoulder width apart, feet hip width apart. We're sending hips high to the sky, creating a triangle shape with our bodies against the mat. As always, you have the opportunity to move and explore here. Bend your knees, shift your hips, shake your head, bend your elbows, loosening up any kinks, finding length where you need it, finding strength where you need it, exploring your downward facing dog. let's all find a static downward facing dog together. Finding a few deep breaths, heels descending down towards your mat, heart is pressing back towards your thighs. Inhale, pull forward, plank pose. On top of your push-up position, just a little bit of core strength just to get activated here. Breathing in, holding space, finding strength. Exhalation brings knees to the mat. Let's lower chest and chin, hips stay lifted, finding an emphasized arch through the lower part of your spine. Inhale, belly to the mat, flatten out. Let's take our fingertips wide, wider than mat width apart. Gently draw your belly button up and in, toenails stay connected to the mat. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, lowering the heart, lowering the forehead, finding a little bit more engagement through the lower part of your body, through your core. Inhale, lifting up, look over your right shoulder. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lifting, look over your left shoulder. Lowering down with an exhalation, once more on each side, finding this wave-like motion through your spine. Allowing your breath to open space and create softness. As you finish, press back, downward facing dog. Let's inhale, take the right leg to the sky. Exhale to step it through. If your foot doesn't make it all the way, grab onto your ankle, put your foot right where you want it. Lower the left knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, both arms to the sky. Soften through the shoulders, maintain integrity through the core to protect the lower back. Follow your breath, and as thoughts start to pop into your mind, acknowledge them, and then let them go. Watch them ride the wave of exhalations out of your body. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Shift your hips back and allow the right toes to come back towards your face. Keeping a flat spine, flexed foot, breathing into some hamstring space, half monkey pose. Exhale, sink back into your right knee. Inhale to bring both arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to twist open to the right, hooking the left elbow on the outer edge of the right knee. Eyes lift up towards the sky, following the twist. Your inhalation brings you back to center with arms lifting. Exhale, fold it in, step back, downward facing dog. With the breath, we inhale, pulling forward, plank. Exhale, lower your knees, shift back towards child's pose. On the inhalation, we stay super low, coming forward onto our bellies into a baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. If that was a lot of movement and it went fast, that's okay. We will have another opportunity. We'll work on that. Inhale, let's take the left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through, really working with the breath. Lower the right knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, arms to the sky, low crescent lunge, breathe. go through your checklist here. Your core is tight, your shoulders are relaxed, the crown of your head is lifting, your fingertips are lifting. We're breathing into, breathing out, tension, hip flexors, right side. Exhale, hands come together, hands come all the way down to the mat. Straighten out your left leg, draw the toes back towards your face. Even out your hips, hamstring stretch, half monkey pose. One breath, one movement. We sink back into the left knee on the inhalation, reaching to the sky. Exhale, hands come together in front of the heart. We get to twist open to the left, hooking the right elbow. Eyes follow the line of rotation up to the sky. Inhalation brings both arms back up, lifting tall. Follow the breath. We exhale, downward facing dog. Here's where we get to practice following the breath. Inhale, pull forward, plank. Exhale, lower your knees, send your hips back towards child's pose. Once we start the inhalation, we stay super low, pulling forward onto our bellies. Shoulder loop as we continue to inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, circling the winds. Inhaling, pulling forward, plank. Exhale, lower your knees, send your hips back. Switching directions on your inhalation, super low. We come forward, baby cobra. Roll the shoulders back, lots of space. Exhale, downward facing dog. At the end of your next exhalation, step or float your feet forward, coming into a forward fold at the top of your mat. Let's take our feet about hip width apart, binding onto opposite elbows and letting the upper body hang heavy. We all have a generous bend in our knees, allowing the lower back to release. Inhale, take your half lift here, flatten out your back. Exhale, fold forward. Let's step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right heel to the sky. Stay long through your left side body as we bend the right knee, opening the hip. You can take a couple of ankle circles, knee circles with the right side, whatever feels good. And with an exhalation, let's step it through, finding a low lunge. Right arm comes to the inside of the right leg. We lower the back knee. Option to untuck your toes or keep them tucked here, whatever feels better for you. Working deep into the hips here, gecko pose. If it's available, you're invited to drop down to one elbow, maybe both elbows. Again, if you find that your breath is becoming labored back out of the pose, respect the sensations of your own body. If you're on your elbows, let's press back up to our hands. Gently, compassionately working our way back, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet here, noticing subtle differences, maybe aggressive differences between the two sides of your body. Inhale, left leg to the sky, right heel drops down, right side stays strong as we open the left hip up towards the sky. Option here for ankle circles, knee circles, whatever feels good. And we exhale, lunge. Left hand comes to the inside of the left leg. We lower the right knee down, toes tucked or untucked, your choice. Gecko pose, second side. Taking time to acknowledge that the two sides of our bodies could be totally different. So maybe you found your elbows on the mat on the other side, maybe not on this side. Respect that, be okay with that. Notice it without judgment. If you have the space, you can drop down to your elbows. And breathe. Use your breath to decrease any tension that you might be feeling. And if you're on your elbows, back up to your hands, please. Step it back, downward facing dog. Let's inhale, pull forward, plank pose. Exhale, piking the hips, downward facing dog. Lower your knees out wide, send your hips back, child's pose. Taking these few moments to rest, noticing what comes up in your body and in your mind. Watching as the observer, no judgment, unattached, watching thoughts and feelings pass. And slowly walk your hands back towards your knees, rolling up through the spine. Cross your ankles behind you and send your feet through, coming all the way onto your back. Check in with your hips. See if they're equally weighted against the mat. Searching for balance here, a long straight spine. Let's windshield wiper knees side to side. Knees back to center. Let's hug the right knee up towards the right armpit. Left leg extends out onto your mat. Maintain breath as we begin to slow the pace. And exhalation brings your right knee all the way across to the left side of your body. Right arm extends back behind you, gaze turns to the right, finding your gentle supine twist. As we inhale, we'll lift up, leading with the right leg. Bend your left knee and allow the right ankle to come to the left knee. Energetically pressing the right knee away from your body. Right foot is flexed. Bind on to the back of your left leg. And breathe in your reclined pigeon pose, glute stretch. With an in-breath, let's extend the right leg out onto your mat. Left knee hugs up towards the left armpit. Breathing into your quiet, peaceful space. Your most focused, your most relaxed space. Starting to feel the effects of your yoga practice moving through your body. Exhalation brings left knee to the right side. Left arm extends back behind you. Reclined spinal twist. Inhalation sends the left knee back towards center. Bend your right knee, bringing left ankle to right knee. Left foot is flexed, left knee presses away, binding on to the back side of the right leg if you have the space. Our final opportunity to check in, noticing the differences between the two sides of our bodies. Tuning in to your sensations here. Listening to the messages that your very intelligent body is sending you. Let's gently unwind, hugging both knees into your chest. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, wrapping yourself up in a big hug. Inhale into your full body stretch. Lengthen fingertips to toe tips. Grow tall. One more time, hug everything in. And with an exhalation, releasing all tension. Softening into our final pose, our pose of rest and relaxation, Shavasana. Allow feet to roll away from each other, hands rest slightly away from the body, palms face the sky. We're receptive, we're open, we're soft, we're mindful. Breathe. And then let it go. Allowing everything to disappear. As you feel ready, begin to invite deeper breath back into your body. Inhalations followed by exhalations. Softly run thumbs over fingers and wiggle your toes, circling wrists and ankles. As you feel ready, roll to a fetal position on the right side. Connecting with the sensation of the earth supporting the weight of your body. Eyes closed, head heavy, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Hands come together in front of your heart. Find a couple deep, even breaths here. Checking in with your own intuition. And remembering, faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. Having faith in who you are, the community you've built, the friends and neighbors surrounding us, the earth. Have faith in whatever it is that you have faith in. Believe in that, and remember that life always works out. Loka samasta sukhi no bhavantu. May all beings in all places be happy and free. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me again. Have a great day, and I can't wait to see you next time. Thank you so much for your practice.